Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon. This is going to be a client's within the web reading. I got rid of my Halloweeny theme table, whatever you want to call it, the setup. The lights were just getting to annoy me. It was like all over the place. It just looked too messy. So I put up my fall section, my little fall look, and I'm really happy with it. So let me see if this will, oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Let's start with the within the web. So my client is asking about where things are headed with her and a significant other. This person has an ex that is kind of fresh. And so she's just kind of wanting to see where things are going with their relationship. So what I have here is the Trick or Tarot, which is the deck I'm going to be reading with, probably for all of the readings I'm going to film this morning, just to keep it easy for me. And then also I have the Halloween Oracle, one of my faves. So because it's still, this is a Halloweeny reading, I will be using Halloween decks. So within the web is a 7 card spread. We're going to be tapping into, like I said, your connection with your significant other, this specific person in your life. I don't know if they are a major boyfriend yet, but we're going to just read it as what your connection looks like. So let me just give these cards a good shuffle. All right. So the first card I'm going to pull is the Oracle card. It's going to be the spider. So this symbolizes the spider, and it's going to be the surrounding energy around your question. So the energy surrounding your question. The veil. Ooh, the veil, the future came up. I love it. So this is really good. The energy surrounding your question, the energy surrounding your relationship with this person, the future comes up, okay? So this is giving me the feeling that, one, you are very focused on the future of your relationship. You really want a future with this person. This also gives me the vibe that this person is also looking towards the future. It's very important that in this relationship, whether you guys are just friends right now or growing into something serious, or even as you grow into something serious, it is very, very, very important that you guys do not tap into the past, okay? It's important in general for most of us to not do that unless we are searching for answers, we're looking to heal, that kind of thing. But you don't want to live in the past when you are, starting a brand new relationship. Because you're really bringing it, that's kind of like you're collecting all the baggage from the past and you're bringing it into your fresh your new thing, you guys want to create new memories. So the worries that you have with the ex and all of that, I feel like it's legit to be worried about those things, but if you two are establishing a relationship together, it's very important that you guys don't dip too far into the past, okay? So leave the ex in the past. Leave your exes in the past, leave their exes in the past, and move forward together. I really like that. The veil is kind of giving me that vibe that you guys are just definitely looking into the future. I also feel like just came to me, removing the veil, removing what is causing you not to see everything. Okay. So this is really, and it's the color red. So this is also making me feel like you need to pay attention to red flags. If you usually ignore red flags and then you allow things to kind of happen in a cycle and they repeat themselves, that's when you know there's problems. So I feel like that kind of stood out to me too. The red veil is blocking her eyesight. Be sure that you are aware of red flags. If you notice that he is talking to the ex or something like that, don't ignore those things. And if you guys are together, question him on it. Now, if you guys are single and he's still talking to the ex, he has every right to, okay? So I just wanted to make sure that was clear. Next, we have to the left of the spider, we have the past. And we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is a past of lies and deceit, a past of trickery, manipulation. Really, really interesting, okay? So the past and concerning this whole thing is you guys do have a past together. There's a past of, like I said, manipulation, lies, deceit, just maybe not being able to trust what the other person is saying or feeling or doing, how they express themselves. So this is why I say you don't want to live in your past if the two of you are choosing to forgive, forget, and move forward, okay? And that goes to, like, if you guys have arguments, you may be tempted to dip into this stuff. But once what is forgiven and you both decide we're moving forward from that, you shouldn't dip back into this, okay? To the right of the spider is the future. And we have the Ten of Cups. I love it. So Ten of Cups is a card of really good positivity. It's a card of family-based energies. It's a card of togetherness, celebration. So the Ten of Cups is telling me the two of you together have definitely, you guys have a future, okay? There is hope. There is hope to have a very good, strong future together as long as you leave this stuff to rest, okay? And that goes for anyone who's watching. If you're in a relationship, if you decide to forgive one another, don't bring that stuff back up in arguments. I mean, it's not valid anymore. You know what I mean? If you forgive, you leave it alone. At least that's what I've always been taught and I've always done, and it's made my relationship very successful. Sometimes you just got to let things go. Okay, to the top of the spider, so we're going to go up. This is supposed to be a web. So above the spider, we have, if you move forward with this relationship, okay? If you guys move forward to be together, what will happen? And we have a Two of Pentacles. So it's kind of like you're juggling, and I feel like what is juggling is really making up your mind. If you move forward in this relationship, Two of Pentacles is saying there is going to be a crossroads. There is going to be a decision, a major decision that has to be made. Somebody is going to have to decide, are they really truly ready to commit? Are they truly ready to take this seriously? And you know, that may sound crazy, because for some people you want to make sure that the other person is ready for that anyway, right? If you aren't, then you have no business being in a committed relationship, you know. But I feel like with this, in this case, because there is a past, there's a lot at stake here, and I feel it's a lot of trust. It's a lot of, this person needs to prove their actions to you that they're genuine. So I feel like right now it's up in the air. So whether you guys should move forward and stuff, it's kind of up in the air. It's like the decision hasn't yet been totally made, okay? What is below the spider? If you don't move at all, so if you guys just don't do anything, and if you just stay like in the position that you're in right now, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And it's interesting because the Knight of Pentacles is a card of patience. Knight of Pentacles is very grounding. They like to really overanalyze everything before they make a decision. They're not quick to make impulsive decisions. So this tells me, Knights, I'm thinking of him. Let him pursue you. If you choose not to do anything in this moment, meaning maybe this Two of Pentacles is you having to make a decision, not him. If you are not ready, or you feel like you need more proof that he's ready, let him pursue you. Okay? That's what the Knight of Pentacles is making me feel like. Don't do anything. You let him pursue you, and let his actions prove to you if he's ready or not. Okay? Then we have Insect. So what is binding you to this reality? Kind of like what is blocking you, what is trapping you? We have the World. Fear, perhaps. The World is like a card of everything. When you have everything that you want, when you get all the answers. So for this to come up is like what's binding you to this reality, the World. It could be listening to everybody else. It could be the fear of literally moving forward with this person in the unknown, the mysteries of the unknown, you know. It could be finally ending a cycle of craziness, and then maybe it's like you fear when you finally get what you want, it won't be what you want anymore. I mean, it could be, the World can be a lot of different things, so I I thought I would throw in, you know, a couple of ideas that I may have. But I feel like it's a big decision for you. I feel like this is something like you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to make a decision and then have it bite you in the ass again. So I feel like there's a lot of contemplation that needs to take place. And to be honest, both cards are kind of saying slow down. I feel like they're saying slow down a little bit. You don't have to make a major decision right away. There's a lot at stake here, which I mean is there's a past. And if you're not ready to let that go, you know, that should be a sign for you that it's not time yet. But it doesn't mean that this can never happen. You know what I mean? And last but not least, we have the butterfly. So we have the dead insect, and then we have the butterfly. How can you let go or move on? And we have the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is a card of rebuilding. I love that. It's like too perfect. This is too perfect of a reading. It's like everything makes sense. How to let go or how to move on. You have to rebuild. One, you got to rebuild yourself, your trust in him, but also together you guys have to rebuild a whole new dynamic together. And that does not include the past, okay? So that's why I was saying earlier, you guys can't dip into the past. You just can't. It will not be successful if you bring this stuff up over and over again. Dip into the past to heal from it. But if you're dipping in because you are angry at each other and you just want to throw shit at each other, just because, that's not a good thing. But if you guys dip into the past to heal or to find, you know, conclusions to things or seek closure, that's different. What a beautiful reading, my love. I feel like this really just makes sense. If you want my honest opinion is to take things slow. I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is kind of saying, let him pursue you. That's when you truly know that he's really, really ready. Because this Two of Pentacles tells me that you're not ready to make your decision yet. It's kind of telling me, it's like you know what you want, but you're still weighing the options. So that tells me maybe it needs to be him that helps you make that decision. He needs to prove to you, he needs to show you that he's genuine, and by doing that, he will pursue you. But it's also maybe leaving it up to him to make the decision. Maybe it shouldn't be up to you to do it. You know what I mean? At least that's what I'm feeling. But there is a good future. There's a positive future. There is something that can come good and positive out of this whole thing. But I do say you got to take those blinders off. You got to take the veil off. And you need to really embrace red flags, okay? Because if you notice things and you're ignoring it, you're just setting yourself up for another downfall, okay? Red flags are little gentle warnings for us, and if we're ignoring them, we're literally just saying, okay, well, I don't care. And that stuff will happen anyway. So this is your Within the Web reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you and anyone who's watching. If you would like a reading with me, the Halloween ones are no longer available, but you could totally book an intuitive session with me. Check out my website. The link is below, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, my loves.